challenge. It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge. Break down. CBS reality royalty to beat crown. Survivor Love Island, Amazing Race, and Big Brother. Survivor Love Island, Amazing Race, and Big Brother. It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge. Break down. It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge. Break down. It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge. Break down.
Welcome to the Wendell Holland YouTube channel for the challenge breakdown with exit interviews with the winners of the Challenge USA, the one and only Kiki's husband, Danny McCrae, and the one and only Sarah Lucina. Welcome. How you guys doing?
Good. Just when I thought my morning couldn't get any better, then Bryce came on my screen, and now this is it. My day should end.
Listen, Sarah, you know we don't play out here, okay? You know it's Kagian for life. Now listen, Sarah, you know I love you, but I gotta ask you a question. When you went into that elimination, you gave the world, the universe, the meme of a lifetime. I'm ready to eat. Can we just get a reenaction of what that meme was given? Could we just see it real quick? Because I just feel like the people need to know.
I mean, usually I make people pay me for that, but because it's you, Bryce. Here's the thing: it's it could be a turkey leg, whatever, but it's actually biting the head off a cobra. You grab it by the neck and you bite its head off.
Okay.
So there's a long story behind it. It's between me and Enzo, but that's what it is.
Well, we appreciate it.
Have you ever bitten the head off of any? I wouldn't put it past you, Sarah. Have you ever actually bitten the head off of a cobra?
I haven't yet. I mean, maybe a global challenge. We'll have to bite the heads off of cobras. I don't know.
No. Danny, no. Danny, we want to jump into it. We want to play a little game with you. We want you to tell us the first thing. Doesn't have to be one word. Just tell us the first thing that comes to mind when we say the following terms. Okay.
Gotcha.
First one, Dragon Ball Z.
That's baby.
Oh
That's me, man.
All right. The second one, my wife.
Kiki.
Third one, Hall Brawl.
Nobody want to see me in that.
Oh, okay. Fourth one, Talladega Nights.
Shake and bake.
Fifth one, TJ.
Hey, cool cat, man. Cool cat.
All right. Last and final one, the Survivor Hourglass Twist.
Trash. Still, always will be trash. Never want to see it again. It is trash. That's it.
Danny, did they give you any twists out there that you can compare to the Hourglass Twist, or anything out there that you were like, yo, this is worse than what I saw on Survivor?
The only thing that would have been worse is if me and Sarah walked to the top of that mountain, and then they said one of the people that didn't finish had the opportunity to say that we lost and they won. That is the only thing that compares. So it's nothing that could compare to what happened to me on Survivor. The challenge was great. Not too many crazy twists. It really wasn't a twist at all, just the algorithm. So very happy with the challenge.
Very nice. Now, Sarah, when we saw in this final elimination, when it was Angela against Alyssa, when I saw you standing up there, I'm like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Sarah throws herself in there just so she can wrestle Angela. Is this something that might have crossed your mind, or how do you think that would have happened had you decided to go down there against Angela?
All right. So, you see her go, oh, in the deliberation, my opinion doesn't matter. Well, quite honestly, you know what you could have said that would have made a difference is, well, if you want to go against the best, bring it.
Oh.
And I don't know that I would have backed down to that. So really, Angela, there was something you could do than just get up and walk out. But no, at that point, I was like, I knew Alyssa was going to go in. Dom and I had talked, and it's like, you know what? Y'all haven't seen an elimination yet. We've, me, Justine, and Kayla have had to dig and crawl our way through this. So you just threw Enzo in against his best friend, in the house when David and him, it's just a taste of your own medicine. So either way would have been satisfying.
Okay.
It was something else to see how she did just get up and leave y'all instead of, because I'm sitting there like, man, she like the three of you guys are gonna really spar with her, and then she was just like, you'll do what you want anyway, bye. It kind of surprised me as a viewer.
Right. I think it just goes to show like things have gone her way the whole season. And look what happens when they don't. I mean, she gets up, quits, walks out there, and she might have got a beauty rest.
You better talk your spiciness, Sarah. I love it. Now I got a question for both of y'all. Y'all know I'm weird and I gotta ask these type of questions. This is what I want to know. What did that tent smell like?
you know how on Survivor you smell like the group smells, but you no longer smell it, right? But the production smells it. So I don't think we had an opportunity to know how bad we smelled, but we knew that because what they don't show is I guess that was like a field where cows and horses are always walking around. So it was a bunch of manure in the field. So we're like stepping in that, slipping in that for the entire time that we were doing the final. So it was a very bad smell.
I can tell you, Bryce, when we got done and we got like back to the hotel and we were getting some food and stuff, I showered right away and Danny's like, I just need to eat. And he comes knocking on my door with the food and I could smell the onion on him after showering. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude.
That's crazy. And I'm so happy that you guys won, but I don't think that it's no surprise that I am both close with your both significant others. So shout out to my girl Kiki and shout out to the zaddy that is Wyatt. Just had to put that out there. I'm just saying there's no coincidence y'all won.
Kiki says hello. She can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks.
Hey.
That's great. While we're on the topic of Bryce Isaiah, this gentleman right here,
don't do that.
says that he would have been able to eat the cloves and the onion and the lemon juice within 5 minutes. Your take on that, guys?
It's a lot harder than it looked.
I'm just saying.
It was bad. Bryce, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I'm talking about taste buds on fire. You just straight acid. It was elephant garlic. It wasn't just regular garlic. It was huge. It was bad.
So did it go in bad and come out bad, or that
Both.
Not the whistle.
Yeah, I gotta keep the whistle on deck when Bryce is here. Question for you, Sarah. Did you think, actually this is for both of you, but Sarah first, did you think that Angela would get kicked out? When I was watching as a viewer, I'm like, it seems like TJ is saying that one partner can sleep while one partner can work and swap out. She didn't have any partners, so I'm like, all right, she's doing the sleep portion. Now, as a competitor, that sounds a little sus, but did you guys think that would result in her getting kicked out of the game, or just no points?
Yeah, I mean, we figured it was going to result in that. When she did it, I mean, you could see the look on Tyson's face, like, are you sure this is it? I mean, and she walks in the tent and says, I quit. So then, wait, yeah, didn't you guys watch the show?
Yeah, I remember her saying that. Yes, I do. My internet was acting up a little last night.
No, so I go back and I read the sign and it says so we had to move the dirt to the box and then reveal a code at the bottom of this pole. And if you look on the pole, there's these two bags that are hanging up there that have a combination on them. You have to get that code and then undo the bags. And it says on the sign that you have to have these bags to continue to the next step. So just not doing it. What if Desi wanted to opt out of the swim and just take last? Or what if Kayla didn't want to finish eating her onion and just take last? I mean, you can't just opt out and take last. So I figured we all thought that. I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know until they didn't show we had to move that dirt back as well. So we had to put the dirt in the pit, and then we had to move it back in order to reach those bags that Sarah are talking about. So when it was ending, I was in last because Angela had already went to sleep. So I'm standing up and my hands are frozen and I can't undo the lock. And I'm like, man, I already know what place I'm getting. Can I just go in the tent and go to sleep? And they're like, no, you need to do it.
Wow.
You need to unlock it. And I was like, oh yeah, she in trouble. She in trouble. If they won't just let me not unlock it, knowing that I'm already here, then
Well, it says it on the sign. I mean,
yeah.
I saw the sign.
So there were rules.
There were rules.
Yeah.
She
So
opened up her eyes and saw the sign.
I saw the sign. It
And it
opened
opened
up. Now, Danny, I got a question for you. The last challenge, it looked freezing. It looked cold. And, you know, everybody's shaking. They freezing. All of a sudden, we see Danny. He walking up. Is this a Sudoku? I love Sudoku. Like, were you cold doing the Sudoku or did you just get excited?
No, listen, no, I was cold. I was cold. Sarah saw me at the end of it. She knows how cold I was. But for some reason, when you see those guys that didn't have their gloves on, I'm like, where are y'all's gloves at? Because they gave us gloves. so I still have my gloves on. So when I see them without theirs, I'm like, yeah, these dudes in some trouble. And I had practiced Sudoku during quarantine on Survivor, literally like 150 pages of it, just every day, just doing Sudoku. So I'm like, oh, hey man, God looking out for me, because this is exactly what I need to pass up Tyson. So I was excited when I got there.
I did. So I got a question about that, about wardrobe. As a viewer, it almost looked like production wasn't ready for, I mean, you guys got to the end, but it almost looked like production wasn't ready for these type of elements on these people. People don't have gloves. It looks like some people are wearing sneakers. Like, could y'all have been better prepared wardrobe wise for this final challenge?
I'll let you guys.
Yes. I mean, like, our clothes, we never got another set of clothes. So after we get done being outside all night, which me and Dom actually, we stayed up the entire night. We never went back in the tent. Wow. We stayed outside the whole time. And so like, I'm soaked because it's raining. And our feet got wet right after the food challenge. We never, you know, nothing else, none of the clothes fit. It was like, I didn't have gloves on because they gave me a women's like small glove, and I'm at least a men's medium glove. So Bryce, but yeah, so I had no gloves. And then when you're wet on top of that cold, it just sucks all the heat out of you. It was horrible. We got in the tent, and to top it off, inside the tent, we had 5 sleeping bags, right? And so Sleeping Beauty is in one, and then Kayla comes in and she grabs one and I grab one. Well, then Tyson comes in, he gets one. Then Danny comes in and Dom's like, hey man. And so you got Danny and Dom both in a sleeping bag together. And then here comes
nice.
Jay. Here comes Jay. I've stripped my clothes off because I want to get warm. She comes in, shoes on, everything. Y'all saw how dirty she was. She's like, Sarah. I'm like, come on in. She's sitting next to me. I'm like, no clothes on. And she's just laying next to me with her muddy, wet clothes. I mean, it was horrible. Like,
there's a puddle of water in the tent. So the tent is soaking. So we're all laying in water. It was miserable.
Well, guys, we would love to talk to you all day, but we only have so much time to talk with you guys. I want to wish you guys so much, like, best of luck in the Challenge World Games or whatever this next endeavor is. I know that y'all will kill it. I think you were both close to the top of both of our winner picks for this season. And you guys are both close to the top of my list, if not at the top of my list for what is Bryce doing?
It's Kagian. It's Kagian.
All right, well, hey, this was my winner.
You ask us the questions, but can I ask you both a question?
Okay.
Okay, Bryce, for World Challenge, will you be on my call list?
I got you.
Thank you. And Wendell, check my press.
Jokes. Okay, Sarah Lucina, you're gonna see me on one of these shows, Sarah. Can we please work together?
Of course.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all for joining us,
Danny.
today.
We appreciate you.
I don't worry. I owe y'all. I saw y'all podcast 2 weeks ago. Don't worry. We got some.
You talking to me?
We'll see you in the 8th.
TJ, you talking to me?
Much love, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Bryson Win with the challenge breakdown. It's Bryson Win with the challenge breakdown. It's Bryson Win with the challenge breakdown.